An absolute mincemeat of that. And most importantly, he did it wearing some pretty fly Jordans. That's super cool. 170 kilos. Next squat is going to be 190 kilos. This one for Caleb. Caleb Estherby, whose name is a tongue twister. 190 kilos. Big jump up. Hello. Over there. Nice, man. Caleb here, 190, so three reds, white, black collars. And the bar is loaded. Let's go, Caleb. And that was an exceptionally fast squat by Caleb. Very convincing, 190 kilos. He got white lights for it. It's in the books as well, 185 kilos. Really well done. Now we're going to have Caleb. Caleb has jumped from 190 to 210. And the way that 190 moved, I can see exactly why he did. So we're starting to talk really big numbers here. 210 kilo squat. That's not true, except for my last deadlifts always.
You know that's exactly what I mean.
We're just, right now, just checking that the bar is loaded correctly, and the bar is loaded. Let's go, Caleb. Come on, mate. And that's what looked like another very good squat. The referees agree. 3 white lights. Final squat of the morning is going to be Caleb. And Caleb has gone up to 220 kilos. You'll recall he opened at 190. Jumping from 190 to 210, which he made mincemeat of. He's gone to 220. And I shudder to think of what he's going to do to this after the way he moved that. We're just waiting for the last little adjustments to be made here. Plates are looking a little bit wobbly on the left, says John Tran, and that is true. So one of the reasons we have these powerlifting collars is they ensure that we can make the weights absolutely secure and give the lifters as much stability as we can possibly have, make things safe. And last little bit of nip and tuck happening here before we unleash the fury on this squat. And we've got lots of ones in the chat for Sung Ho. So that I can tell the difference, let's get some 2s in the chat for Caleb. 220 kilos. If ever there was a time to type a 2, it would be that. Unless it was 222. And now the bar is loaded. Let's go, Caleb. Come on, mate. Come on, buddy. All the way, keep going. And for mine, he's done it. The refs agree, 3 white lights. Fantastic squatting display from Caleb this morning with 220 kilos. Got to be happy with that. And just for hygiene's sake today, we're also going to be wiping down the bench extra frequently. But yeah, both because powerlifters are a little bit sweaty and smelly and just because of the virus and all. And the bar is loaded. Let's go, Caleb. That's a really good looking bench press from Caleb. And Oz Shinobi says, smash it, Caleb. We're all rooting for you. Caleb is taking 125 kilos. I don't recall what Caleb opened with. Was it 115? So he's taking a 10 kilo jump. Caleb currently leading the race in this weight class. He squatted 220. It was really good. Going for 125 kilos on the bench press now. It's turning into what's looking like a pretty good total. Paul Attard says, thanks, David, for giving me good uni grades. Well, Paul, that's a sentiment that anybody who got good uni grades could share. Unfortunately, that wasn't me. But that is good. And the bar is loaded. Let's go, Caleb. Come on, mate. 125 kilos on the bar. Whole fam in the chat passing on well wishes. And excellent bench with excellent technique there. Well done, Caleb. We're going to 130 kilos now for Caleb. 130. The bench press is typically hardest in that mid-range of motion. 133, that was my mistake, 133. Bench press is typically hardest right in the middle of the range of motion, just shortly off the chest where your pecs are most disadvantaged. So unfortunately, sometimes you do see exactly that. The bar rockets off the chest and then lifters just aren't quite able to muscle through to lockout. It becomes a very fine art to choose exactly how much you think you can lift. And the bar is loaded. Let's go, Caleb. Come on, mate. Caleb asking for a handout. Is that correct? Yep. So getting a little handout. He can give instructions if he needs to. Finish it off. And that's another pretty good looking bench. So he's 6 for 6 so far. 133 kilos successfully attempted. Well done, Caleb. Caleb is also opening with 190 kilos. The bar is loaded for Caleb. And another very convincing lift there, 3 white lights. You'll notice that some lifters elect to lift shirtless in the deadlift because we don't need the shirt for hygiene purposes anymore. The bar's obviously not sitting on our back and our back isn't sitting on anything.
Come on. Get aggressive with it. Stand up tall. Fight it, easy. Up. Easy. Easy.